So here's a 1st and 10 now. Inside the 20. Play fake. Cousins. He'll buy some time right. Completes it to the fullback hand. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick 1st down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Quentin Jefferson able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Cousins able to find Jefferson here complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. Come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And he'll avoid the tackle there on the slide. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st. Now Carr. throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards, but it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Finding room to the 20, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Drake one more time on 2nd down. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken from about the 12. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. This may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They're going for Jefferson downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Rolling to his right. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Now that was some effort, but it would appear that he's going to come up about a yard short. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 48 yards for Josh Jacobs. And the Raiders continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Josh Jacobs, boy, I tell you, he is a complete package. The power that he has to run through you, and then he's also got the speed to run away from you, as we saw there.
And there was so much that was impressive about this play, but it wasn't just what he did downfield. How about what he did behind the line of scrimmage? This wasn't a play where he just had a direct path to get him downfield and make the big play. He had to adjust on the fly behind the line of scrimmage, and in the end, that became a tremendous run.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And it's second down. Play action now. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On play action, it's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. To throw, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards. 3rd down here.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Bryan Edwards there to make the grab. And the Raiders are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserved effort. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15...
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Cousins gives way to Cook. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively, because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18. They go play action. Cousins under a heavy rush. rush, and down he goes. Corey Littleton came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Out right here to Herndon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 47. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes you...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Quentin Jefferson, his second sack of the night. And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot. And they don't have to get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center of the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
Yeah, the next-gen stats going to show the final clocking there. He was taken down in just 1.9 seconds. That's pretty fast. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Carr now on first down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 11. Well, yeah, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half. But that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think you got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. D.D. Westbrook, 69 yards. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action, now it's Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
He got 29 yards that time.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. They'll run for it. Cook. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
See how they respond now. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. Throwing again on second down. Carr. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Drake will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the one.
Well,